You're only the boss if you put up your own money. If you don't put up your own money, I don't care how much somebody gives you, you're nothing but a supervisor.
Well, let's talk about you. Do you feel like you get your props as a mogul?
I don't care. I take my props. About props? I care. Yeah, I do get my props. I'm not a mogul. I'm a tycoon. I sell oil. Don't disrespect me and say I do everything everybody else does. And I put up my own money. All these so-called moguls y'all talking about, you name one of them that put their own dough up. A boss, you're only the boss if you put up your own money. If you don't put up your own money, I don't care how much somebody gives you, you're nothing but a supervisor. It's not yours. So how much money can you get paid to not? There's no money in this world for someone to pay me so they can call me, so I can call them a boss. That's like calling somebody daddy. How can a man call another man, yo, that's my boss? You don't do that.
I mean, everybody at some point has to have a boss, right?
No, not in Harlem. Oh, okay. Put it like this.
Because you're somebody's boss.
No, I'm not somebody's boss. When I was in the street, someone wasn't your boss. They gave you an opportunity.
Okay.
They gave you some work. You go make it, and then you bring it back. You can go buy your own work and do whatever you want. It's called consignment.
So why this can't be all work? This corporate America, we could be using
you don't
this.
own it.
But I'm telling you,
no, I'm telling you why. I'm telling you why. Question. Let me answer your question. Can you give it to your son?
I give what to my son?
Whatever
shares in this company, I absolutely positively can.
How?
Why? Because I own shares in this company.
You bought them?
Yes.
What I'm saying is, can your son eat? Is this yours to give the whole company
to you?
This
company is not my son's. No,
exactly.
It's not mine. But
wait, stop. Listen. It's not my question. If your son needs a job here, can you give it to him? No.
No.
If your son needs to get some money out the bank from here, some cash flow, can he get it?
No.
All right. You don't own this.
But I can take the money from here to invest in myself.
No, it's not yours. I'm not gonna fight for something I don't own. Men don't do that. I don't fight for other niggas. I fight for me. I'm not a doula. I'm not gonna build somebody else's company and then take shares so my son can go all that. No, listen, what I'm saying.
But what about taking the money?
You come to work every day.
Money from Def Jam.
I didn't take. Wait, stop. Don't say you're speaking my business and you don't know what you're talking about. I ain't take no money from Def Jam. What you talking about?
I mean they cut you a check.
No, they didn't cut me a check. We had a formula based on performance, and they calculated and we got paid. And they will stop.
And you only want to talk to other bosses, other people that are putting up their own money, you know, and that's a business model for someone that wants to do things independently. You know, it's usually a person that, I don't want to say has ego, but has pride, you know, someone that likes to enjoy what they do, that doesn't really do it for the dollar. You know what I mean? That's usually what independence is, having passion for something, really loving it. It is personal, it's not just business. You know, when it's independent, it's yours, you're proud of it. You know what I mean? You know, I mean, like, independence is priceless. It's just people that have never had it don't even understand. And I don't even expect them to, you know. And independence means usually putting up your own dough. You have to put up your own money. That's independence. If someone else is putting up the money, that's dependence. You understand what I'm saying? Now you gotta move when they say move. You have to ask. You have to be nice. You have to laugh at jokes that aren't funny. You know what I mean? You have to be around a racist and let them say little things, little cute things. A nerd square that wouldn't survive in the street. And independence is like being, like, let me tell you the perspective of someone that's independent. If there's like a wild dog and he has to literally eat the food he kills, he cannot eat unless he kills something that day. And then there's a dog that's tamed. He lives in a house, but he has 3 square meals a day. He gotta do tricks. He gets petted, he gets kicked out, he gets beat, he gotta get walked, he walks on a leash. When that dog comes in the room with the wild dog is laughing. He doesn't care that you're in a mansion. He doesn't care that you eat a steak every day. He still thinks you're a herb. He knows he can take from you because he knows he has to kill every day to eat. You know what I mean? And that's a confidence, that's a rock star. And that's the one thing that I know I will never give up. You know, the ability to be that. Like, I laugh at anyone that's a caged dog, you know, walked on a leash, told when to eat, and does tricks and rolls over for a check.
So as far as, let's take a step back, like as far as like when you made the choice to start Rockefeller Records and go into the music business altogether, what advice would you give to somebody for making the right choice, career choice? What is like to you, you know, like you were talking to your children or just any youngster that wants to know in the hood, that how does that choice, what do you think is the key to making that choice?
It's understanding how you make your money. Like, if you ask a youngster how, you know, what he wants to do, he'll tell you what he wants to do, but he doesn't know how he makes his money. If you ask a rapper before he actually gets successful, like what he wants to be, he's gonna tell you, I want to be a rapper. Well, how you make money being a rapper? The average rapper doesn't know it's from shows and merchandise. They won't know that. But you ask a designer, they're just starting a clothing company, and they don't know what tier of distribution, where's your margin, what's your business model. It's understanding where you make your money, but also understanding how you make your money. You know what I'm saying? Understanding what it means when you go mass, and what volume means, and understanding what it means when you become something that's a destination. And you know, it's not volume, it's just more just opinion leaders. And then how you make money from that, it's just understanding how not to compromise your brand and have longevity and being patient, you know. Like a lot of people aren't built to be entrepreneurs. You know, they get too nervous, they get too scared. The first thing you have to do and understand about being an entrepreneur is you're never gonna hold any money. Because every time you get $1, you're buying more stuff, period. You don't hold money, you buy stuff, period. And you know, people that put up money usually don't think they can make it anymore. And they just take what they're given, and they save it and get scared, and with all, you know. The government incentivizes you to put it back into the street because of capital gains. Either it's 50% if you want to put it up, or it's, you know, like 15, 20% if you want to invest it in something and make some money a year later. That's the purpose of it. You know what I mean? The government wants you to put your money into your business because it helps the economy. But not many people are built for that, and you have to be broke. You have to. If you're not broke, you're not successful, because that means you have no demand to buy any goods to sell. So you can hold money. But when there's demand for you, you can't hold no paper because you gotta keep buying. But some people don't want to put up their own dough. Some people are suckers. Some people are scared. Some people think there's security in having a boss, but there's no security in having a boss. And by the way, if you're a boss, that means you can't get fired, and it means you don't have to ask no questions. So like, let's say somebody gives you $100 million to watch for somebody, and now you're acting like it's yours. It's not yours. You're not a boss, you could get fired, you're a supervisor. And that's the frustration an independent will have dealing in the corporate infrastructure, because you gotta deal with a bunch of people that never put up their own money, a bunch of supervisors fronting like bosses, and then they talk to you like they're a boss, and that aggravates a boss. Trust me when I tell you, the boss is always the person that puts up the money, period. If the person's not putting up the money, he's not the boss. Don't let him front like the boss. Don't ever let anybody say they're the boss if they're putting up the money. If they're not putting up the money, I don't care. I don't care how big the corporation is that's backing you. If it's not your money, you're not the boss. You may be happy watching some. You ever see, it cracks me up when I see people so happy taking pictures of other people's stuff. Like they be on jets and they be on Instagram, and like it's not theirs. I don't understand that. You understand what I'm saying? A house is like, yo, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And be like, it's not yours. And that's what not putting up your money is. It's not yours.